What can you do with a plain Dollar Tree silver tray? I'm going to show you. I'm taking this plain silver tray and transforming it into a beautiful vintage-inspired piece with delicate flowers, sweet little birds, soft antiquing, and touches of gold. Wait until you see how easy this makeover really is. Hello, my crafty friends. I'm Donna from Mason Creations, etc. And welcome to my channel. If you're ready, my friends, let's make a mess. Using an alcohol wipe, I made sure the tray was free from dirt and fingerprints. Now I'm going to give the entire tray a coat of polyvinyl multi-surface lacquer. The dead flat finish is specially formulated to create a durable bond on slick, non-porous surfaces, which acts as a gripping layer that allows paints, decoupage papers, or transfers to stick more effectively. I'm going to let this dry overnight. I love this soft-looking rice paper, and it's going to give this piece a beautiful vintage look. I'm placing it in the tray exactly the way I want it and marking the inside edge with my fingernail. Then I'll trace that mark with a water brush. A water brush has a cartridge that you fill with water and then brush it on the napkin or rice paper. The water dispenses easily, so this is really convenient. The water makes the paper easier to tear. You always want to tear your rice paper or napkin instead of cutting it. A torn edge is much easier to blend than a sharp cut edge. I'll keep tearing off small pieces until it fits the tray. Okay, my crafty friends, I have a special discount just for you from decoupagenapkins.com. If your order is $50 or more, you can save 10% on your entire purchase by using the code MASON10 in all caps at checkout. So if you've had your eye on a new mold, some beautiful rice papers, or any other crafty goodies, now's a great time to grab them. Even if you've ordered from them before, you can still use this one-time discount. I'll leave all the details in the description box below. Just click more under the title of this video to find everything you need. I'm going to paint just the bottom of the tray white using Dixie Belle chalk paint in the color cotton. Anytime you decoupage rice paper or a napkin, you want a white background under your image. White makes your image vibrant. A dark color will make your image appear dark. If you want to decoupage rice paper or a napkin that has a dark background, you still need white under it. But I have a video coming up showing you exactly how to do that and make it work perfectly. And then I let this dry for about 30 minutes. I wanted the sides of the tray to match the background of the rice paper. Dixie Belle chalk paint in the color Magnolia matched absolutely perfect. My crafty friends Karen S. and Cindy K. wanted to see a Dollar Tree silver tray with decoupage. Ladies, this video is for you. I'm using polyvinyl heavy-duty varnish in a satin finish as my decoupage adhesive today. You can use this product as a varnish and an adhesive, which is true for all the polyvinyl formulas. This varnish dries to the touch in 1 hour and is completely cured in 16 hours. It dries crystal clear and will never yellow. Once I have my image exactly where I want it, I'm lifting up sections and adding my varnish. Then I'm pressing the paper down with my brush to make sure it's adhered well. Wait until you see the golden glow this is going to get. Make sure you stick around. I'm misting a piece of a cut-up Ziploc bag with some water. Actually, I'm getting it pretty wet so it doesn't stick. I'm laying it down over my rice paper and pressing out any would-be bubbles or wrinkles with a paper towel right through the plastic. I'll lift the plastic up carefully so I don't pull the rice paper up with it. I'm making sure to press the paper from the center outward. This will send any bubbles out to the edge. And I'll let this dry for a couple hours. Some of the feathering from where I tore the rice paper is on the sides of the tray. I'm using the Magnolia paint and covering them to create a nice crisp line between the paper and the sides of the tray. I let the paint dry for about 30 minutes And then I gave the entire tray a coat of varnish and let it dry for an hour. I just want to take a moment, all of my crafty friends, to say thank you for watching this video. If you're enjoying the content, it would be great if you could take a quick second and hit the like and hype buttons. I appreciate you for doing that. I have some awesome new projects coming up, so don't forget to subscribe. And this is how you get an amazing shine with this varnish. I let the first coat dry for an hour, and now I'm sanding it very lightly with a fine grit sandpaper. I'll wipe off the dust and then give it another coat of varnish. You can repeat this process as many times as you like. Each time you'll get a little bit more of that flawless shine that Polyvine Heavy Duty Varnish can provide. Make sure you allow it to dry for a full hour between coats. I wanted a deep shine, so I repeated this process 3 times. I'm going to add a little depth and dimension by doing an antiquing technique. I'm using folk art antiquing medium in the color Wooden Bucket Brown. I put a few drops in a little paper cup and added some water. I prefer my antique mediums somewhat runny. I'm brushing my antique on the side and top edge of the tray. I'm doing this in sections and wiping the antique off with a soft dry cloth right away before it can dry. Because of the gloss finish, it will wipe off the surface and stay in all the cracks and crevices, showing the details in the edge of the tray. Antiquing gives your piece some depth and dimension, making everything look 3D instead of flat. What a difference it makes. Everything just comes to life now. I made sure to get the antique in the crevice between the flat bottom and the sides. Antiquing this tray is really giving it a vintage vibe. Antiquing is one of my favorite things to do. I just love the vintage distress look it gives. Hey my friends, I want to give a quick shout out to my channel sponsor, DecoupageNapkins.com. They have a huge selection of napkins that you can buy individually, plus rice paper paints, clay molds, Polyvine products, and so much more. They're truly a one-stop shop for crafters. Their orders are packed with care and shipped quickly, and they often have special promotions on their website. Be sure to sign up for their newsletter for 10% off your next order. I'll leave links to all the products I use in the description box below. Just click the word more under this video to find them. Please note that offers and promotions may change over time. I'm using Aleene's tacky glue to attach some bronze ball chain in the crevice between the flat bottom of the tray and the sides. This gives a nice clean definition between the two, as well as adding another touch of that vintage vibe. I've added a new playlist to my channel. This playlist consists of some very easy spring projects that are quick to make and might be good sellers at a craft fair. This project will be included in that playlist. Where are you all watching from, my crafty friends? Let me know in the comments. I just love to see what cities and countries all my friends are watching from. I'm filming from sunny Las Vegas, Nevada in the United States. I used a damp brush to remove any excess glue seeping out from under the chain. I let the glue dry for a few hours and then gave my tray a final coat of varnish over the entire thing and then let that dry for an hour. Okay, now to add some golden gorgeousness. I'm using redesigned decor wax in the color Eternal. I'm putting a small amount of the rub on my finger and rubbing it together with my thumb. Smearing it around like that prevents a large amount of your product ending up in one place. I'm only getting the high points on the imprinted design, and I'm making sure not to get the rub in any of the crevices. This way, it just highlights all the detail on the tray's edge. Don't forget, all of the wonderful products I'm using today can be found at my favorite place for craft supplies, decoupagenapkins.com. I let the gold rub dry for several hours, and now I'm using a soft dry cloth and lightly buffing it. Buffing makes it shine so beautifully. Look at that polyvine flawless shine. I added a link to my new playlist of easy spring projects. Click the picture on the right to be taken directly to that playlist. I'm so happy you were here with me today, and thanks so much for watching. I can't wait to see you all next week. I'm working on a new project with you in mind. You can subscribe by clicking my picture in the top right corner.